In a town where faith and knowledge walked hand in hand, Viren was a beacon of wisdom, a teacher who believed that education could shape destinies and that faith, like a steady flame, guided one through the darkest storms. As he speaks, the classroom door swings open. A stern-faced official enters, handing Viren a letter. His hands tremble as he reads it. His job, his identity, has been taken from him. This must be a mistake. I've given my life to this school. Orders from above. The school is under restructuring. We have no place for you anymore. The classroom falls silent. The students, sensing something is wrong, watch as their beloved teacher lowers the letter, his face pale. Viren sits alone in his small house that night. The lamp flickers, casting shadows on the walls. His books, his life's passion, lay scattered on the floor. He picks one up, a well-worn religious scripture, and stares at it. I taught them that faith gives strength, that knowledge builds futures. But what now? What do I tell myself? His hands tremble as he closes the book. For the first time in years, he does not pray that night. A week passes. Viren, now a shadow of himself, walks through the marketplace. His, once, proud shoulders are slumped. He hears laughter, his former students playing nearby, but he does not look up. His steps lead him to the town temple, where an old man sits on the steps, humming a peaceful tune. Ah, the teacher who has forgotten how to teach himself. Viren stops, startled. He looks at the old man, his worn out robes and wrinkled face. And what lesson do you have for me, old man? How to accept fate's cruelty? No, but perhaps how to rewrite it. Viren narrows his eyes. The old man pats the step beside him. Hesitantly, Viren sits. The old man picks up a handful of dust from the ground and lets it slip through his fingers. Tell me, Viren, when a storm comes and destroys a house, does a man stop building? No, he rebuilds. And when he rebuilds, does he not make it stronger so the next storm does not tear it down? So easily? Viren stares at him, the words sinking in. Faith is not believing that life will always be kind. It is knowing that even when life takes, we still have the strength to give. The next morning, Viren walks past his old school. He sees a few children sitting outside, struggling with their books. He watches them for a moment, then kneels down beside them. Having trouble? A small girl nods. Viren takes the book and begins explaining. Slowly, other children gather around. He doesn't realize it yet, but a soft smile has returned to his face. Days turn into weeks. Viren begins teaching in the town square, under a tree, by the riverbank. Wherever children gather, he teaches. Word spreads. More students come, their eager faces reminding him why he once loved this work. One day, the old man appears, watching from afar. Viren sees him and walks over. You were right. I lost my faith because I thought it was in a job, in recognition. But it was always in the act of giving, in knowledge itself. You did not lose faith, Viren. You simply rewrote it. Years later, people in the town speak of Viren, not as the man who lost everything, but as the teacher who never stopped teaching. Under the shade of a tree, a new generation of students learn, their laughter filling the air. And in that, Viren's faith, once broken, stands stronger than ever. Faith is not bound by temples, nor by fate's whims. It lives in resilience, in knowledge, shared in the simple, unshaken belief that even when all seems lost, there is still something to give. Viren walks past the temple steps one evening. The old man is no longer there. But his words remain. With a small smile, Viren bows his head in gratitude before walking forward towards another lesson, another student, another day of rewriting faith. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.